Okay, another video. Hello, son. So, I've been thinking about, since the last video I made, I've thought about making a video. And I went, you know what I mean? I was thinking, like, I should just go make one right now. Probably about, like, 20 to 25, 30 times. 30 at most. But it's like, when I think the thing, it's just, like, such a short thought. And it's like just a simple thing. That's why I wish I was there. And I wish your mom, I did message your mom yesterday and told her, because she's saying that, you know, I'm abandoning you and that I'm not here for you and I'm trying to be, and she's like not allowing it. And because I'm so messed up, and it's been like, it's been over 10 years, nobody who can stay mad about that. But anyways, long story short, I make these, I have these thoughts, and I wish that you were there, and that I just had you there so I could just tell you it, like, right there in the moment, boom. And then later on, you know, or 5 minutes later, or 5 days later, whenever it is that the next thing comes, and I'm like, oh, you know, like, and I would guide you. It's not, you know, you need to be taught a lesson, or you need to, you know what I mean, be trained like a dog. You need to be guided and allowed to, like, be your own person. You need to be able to have somebody you could trust and always talk to. And I wish I could be that for you for that. I mean, it didn't matter what you were going to do or what you did or what, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I would never call the cops on you. I would never tell anybody else, your mom or anybody. Like, I would keep it between me and you, on the fact that, like, you can tell me anything. So I'm like, I really hope I can get you back in my life soon, so that way I can still catch you young enough to be able to still have a point where you might need to tell somebody something, you know what I mean? Be 14 years old and you make a mistake, or fucking, you know what I mean? Or the first time you have sex with a girl, whenever that'll be, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be the person you can talk to about that, and know that, like, any fucking thing, if you just robbed a bank, you can come and talk to me about it, because I will, you know, I will help you figure out what you want to figure out for yourself, and I will always be there for you. I will always discipline you, you know what I mean? I mean, if you were to get yourself into something like that, I mean, boy, we're going to be having a long talk. You talk to me, but we're going to be having a long talk. But anyways, so there's so many, that's what I mean, there's so many little things that I'm like, oh, like, I'll make a video when I think of these things, but then, like, I think of it and it's just one short little, maybe 30-second topic. So I figured I'd try to maybe save up a couple of them and make a longer video, and wider increments, make them maybe about 10-15 minutes long. But anyways, so first off, son, I just love you and I miss you, and I wish I could be there to tell you and to teach you right now. If you've ever had anything stolen from you, bud, anytime, whether it was a friend or like an enemy, somebody stole your stuff, and you were like, knew somebody stole it, like, you didn't lose it, you knew somebody stole it, and whether or not you knew who it was or knew if they did it, you know that feeling, like when somebody just stole your stuff, like maybe your mom bought you like an iPod, or that was what it was for me. Maybe your mom bought you a new phone, or a cool pair of shoes, or a bike or something, and like, yeah, you met a kid and like he stole it from you. You know that feeling when you're sitting there in the pit of like frustration and like, what the fuck, man? Sorry, and I'm sorry for my, if you find these tomorrow, I'm gonna be worried about, you know, you hearing me cuss, so sorry. But if you were to, you know, have something stolen and you were like, gosh dang it, man, like, why did they take my cool stuff? Like, why can't I just have my stuff? And just that turmoil, like that bad negative feeling. Remember, son, anytime you steal from somebody, that's what you're doing to people. That's what your worth is, dude. That's like what your value to your community is, to yourself is. You want to have a name, son. You want to have a name that everybody knows and everybody respects and everybody loves. They hear about Josh, you know, Joshua Rhodes. They're like, oh, like, hell yeah, like he's cool, you know what I mean? Like I know I mean I could trust him. I could leave him in my living room with all my stuff while I go and take a shower, and like, you know what I mean, leave him there, and he ain't gonna steal my stuff. Like you that's having a name and having that honor and having like the love and the trueness. Okay, I mean, there is no item, son. I mean, you will want what you will want, you know what I mean, and have your own desires and stuff. But just trust me, there's no desire on this world or anything that you could desire. I mean, yeah, anything you could desire that if you attained it is worth more than like your honor, because what comes with honor is going without those things and being making it just as far, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like if you've done more for your community and more for your people, or even just more for your family than somebody who has like a $200,000 Lamborghini does. It's like they had the car, they were cool, you know what I mean, they were all jived out, but like who were they? And if somebody, I mean, say God, I mean, if God was, or Jesus was, or you were, or anybody was, to go and just walk around and ask them and their family, or ask all of their family, like, hey, like, so, you know, tell me about Jeff, like, how was he? I mean, he's your son, right? Or he's your brother, or he's your this, you know what I mean? What are they going to say? Because that's just one little moment, but that's what matters, because like your name carries so much, everything in life, like your opportunities, your community, your I mean, if you're giving to everybody and you give to your whole community, say you make it to a millionaire and just take care of your whole neighborhood, your whole neighborhood where you live is all in blissful. They're all happy, and it's like you kind of made it heaven for them. You know what I mean? If you're out there stealing from a bunch of people and hurting people and putting people in, you know what I mean? Like just so that you can have what you want, you'll lose your honor. You'll become like just the lowest of the low. You know what I mean? The cheapskate, like the weak. It's worthless. It's like, it's pitiful. It's like, what, you couldn't go get it on your own? That's the way I look at a thief. You know what I mean? And I just want you to be better than I am. I mean, I'm not perfect, son. I'm not perfect. But in how like true and honest and real I am, and like sincere and genuine, like I'm not a liar. I got to be careful sometimes, because that means like if I carry myself like I'm not a liar, like if I get pulled over by the cops right now and they're like, what's in your pockets, like I better, you know what I mean, I got to be safe. So, you know what I mean, because I can't be rolling around with like, oh well, yeah, you know what I mean. But I won't be seen. I've carried myself in a way that I won't be seen. Like, I mean, with the cops, maybe if I was like, oh, nothing, I don't got nothing in my pockets, but you know, they pull out like a weed pipe and they're like, oh, what is this? That's a little embarrassing. But I mean, it's pretty embarrassing, but it's only a little embarrassing compared to like when you're sitting there with like a girl and you walk up with her. It's the ones I've seen was the girl was bad, but I mean, imagine if it were you. But so I mean, this dude's like, hey, he walks up to a girl and a guy, and he's like, hey, would you guys want to do a test? Like, you guys trust each other? Like, would you guys, you know what I mean, like swap phones real quick? And they're like, yeah, okay. And then or sometimes the girl will be like, no, like I don't want to do, like, why? And then the guy will be like, well, hey, I had this dating app scanner that can like tell if you know she or you have an account open on any of these dating apps. You want to check it real quick for each other, like on each other. And the girl ends up like having a bunch of like Tinder profiles and like a, you know, plentyoffish.com, you know what I mean? And they, you know how like humiliated they just like, I mean, she's all nervous. She's like, I don't know why you're doing this. Like, I just want to go. We're just trying to leave, okay? You know, and it's just, it's embarrassing. It's humiliating. That's what I'm talking about. So, son, don't be a liar and do not be a thief. And I mean, most certainly don't be a murderer, but I mean, like, when it comes to hurting people, I don't want you to ever, I want you to be like me in the sense of like never wanting to hurt anybody, even if it means like getting beat up. Like I'll let them beat me up. Like I'm tough. I'm not scared. Like I'll step the fuck outside. Like what do you got to do, bro? What do you got to get over? Like you really that upset, homeboy? Okay, get a lick in, bro. Like real quick, so I can move about my day. Since you ain't gonna move on with yours unless you hit somebody in the face. Like let's get it over with. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scared, but I'm not a coward either. And but I will not hurt people. And because like who wants to get hit in the face, right? I mean, you hit somebody in the face and it hurts, right? Like I mean, if you've ever been hit in the face, a kid picked on you in school or something, that's your worth. That's who you are. That's like what people remember you as. How people remember you is how they're gonna like move forward. I mean, you'll influence people, son, in just being a friend, in just being the friend that didn't lie to somebody, and to your friends, because their other friends are probably gonna do it, and guaranteed probably gonna do it. Everybody does. You will too. You know what I mean? A little here and there, but that's what I'm saying. Work to not do it and do it as least as you can, and be honest as like all the time. And you will see what I mean after like maybe a year goes by or 6 months and you've just been dead honest as you could have been every day. You feel gold, and you'll feel like your friends, you'll feel them have a certain respect for you, like the way they just sit in your presence, the way they talk to you, the way they look out for you. Like you'll notice it. People who are even maybe like thieves and people who are liars, like they'll come to you and they'll notice how clean you are, and it'll sketch them out. They'll not want to come. They'll either not want to come around, or when they come around, like they know they can't pull that BS with you. Like they'll you know what I mean, they'll have to be honest, or you know what I mean, like not hide anything from you. And yeah, it's like just be a true son, be true. And because it's your soul, and your soul is your life is your soul, your spirit, yourself, your name, like who you are. You know what I mean? Your whole life is a sculpture that you're sculpting, and it's not what is seen by the visible eye, son. It's like it's a character. You know what I mean? It's something that means something. You could change a bunch of physical stuff in this world, like monuments and buildings and books and TVs and stadiums and all these different events in them. But what went through that, what all of that like was that person, those people, whoever they were. You know what I mean? And it's like without those people, like it would have just been ruins. Like you know what I mean? Like some statues in Egypt type of looking, you know what I mean? But our character and our like person, you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. I really hope you see this one day and can feel me and understand me, that like you're really being done wrong by your mom right now. Me and you are, by her keeping you away from me and me out of your life. But in the same way, we also can't judge, son. She went through what she went through as a kid, and her parents, you know, tug of warred her like a chew toy too, and was just back and forth. And it was like each of her parents was telling the other parent like they're a dirtbag parent and a bad parent, and like, you know, like basically kidnapping and back and forth and with your mom, with Hayden. And that can fuck with a kid's head. And she's not even aware that she did that to you. She's thinking in her head, like, I'm doing what I need to, but she's not looking at the whole truth. I mean, you can tell that when she says, oh, you're abandoning him. I'm gonna have, you know, your rights signed over because you're abandoning him. Meanwhile, I'm messaging her, asking if I could talk to you, if I could, you know, get a picture of you, anything. And she's like, no, there's no way he'll. And I'm telling her I'm trying to make money for, you know, to give you. And she's like, he'll never know it's from you. Anyways, long story short, Love you, son. I'll talk to you soon. This is the second video I made. Love you, bud. Talk to you later.